The strong force is short-range because the carriers of the force, gluons, interact with each other and with quarks in a way that confines force effects to very small distances, and the leftover net attraction between protons and neutrons in nuclei falls off rapidly beyond those nuclear distances. Think of quarks like kids on a playground tied together by many invisible rubber bands called gluons. When they try to move apart, the bands pull harder and rearrange, so quarks stay locked inside protons and neutrons, and you cannot feel the force far away. Those gluons also carry the property that makes them interact with each other, not just with quarks, which makes the field behave very differently from the electric force that reaches far. Outside the proton or neutron, there is only a tiny leftover interaction between whole nucleons, and that leftover is carried by other particles and drops off quickly with distance. Because of that combination, gluon self-interaction confining quarks and the rapidly weakening residual force between nucleons, the strong interaction is effectively limited to very small, nuclear-sized distances. A common mistake is thinking the strong force vanishes completely beyond the nucleus. It does not vanish, but becomes too weak to bind particles at larger distances. So remember, it becomes negligible, not zero. Another misconception is treating gluons like ordinary non-interacting messengers such as photons. Unlike photons, gluons interact with each other, which is why they confine quarks, so do not model them as simple carriers. A helpful tip is to picture confinement as growing resistance when pulling quarks apart, and the residual nuclear force as a much smaller tug felt only when protons and neutrons are very close. For more videos and resources on this topic, check out www.gumballdegree.com.